All right, good luck, guys. We will start with the Mega, then we'll do the H2, and then the Resurgence hobby. Good luck, everybody. Now, since this is a customized divisional, I am definitely not going to remember who gets what card every time, so bear with me on that. Empty box. All right, good luck. We don't normally get Mosaic Megas around here, so hopefully this will have something special for us. Then I'll get more. Oh, these are the red. Aaron Jones, Andre Johnson. We got Jalen Wright on the debut for Miami. Tyson Bagent on the silver. I like the camo reds. Brandon Ayuk, Roman Wilson for Pittsburgh, and a Debo on the touchdown masters, starting us off. Yeah, I like those reds. The reds are nice. Oh, can't show the sheet, except I crossed off a lot of everything. Do you need to know who you got? You had New England, Indy, Baltimore, Green Bay, Raiders, Giants, New Orleans, and the Bengals. Those are all yours. Yes, this will be much fun when I have to sort it all. That's the only part that is a pain in the butt for me. All right, we got Danielle Hunter on the National Pride for the Texans. Jared Verse for the Rams. Devontae on the Mosaic. Max Crosby. Estime for Denver. And Dwight Freeney on the Epic Performers. What's up, Kimberly? Hope you're doing well today. Yes, we have a customized divisional. Man, I want to see something big in here. Mathau, Carlson, Earl Campbell Hall of Fame. There's our first QB. Drake May. Division is on the board. Will Anderson for Houston. Chris Godwin. We got on the bang Jonathan Allen for Washington. And a kid reporter. I should start getting something out there to post. What's up, Brian? Hope you're doing good today. Hey, welcome back, Chris Saxon. We are underway. DK, Olave, Lee Evans. We got Junior Colson for the Chargers. Trey Hendrickson. Ed Reed on the Hall of Fame. And a Joe Burrow notoriety. Cooper Kupp, Pollard, Christian McCaffrey, National Pride. Lassiter for Houston. We got a Puka on the silver. Jalen Thompson for Arizona. Witherspoon. Zay Flowers on the notoriety for Baltimore. And a kid reporter. We need another QB here. Come on, Mosaic. Bryce Young. Joe Mixon. Mike Williams. Snead. We got Marvin Harrison Jr. on the debut. We approve. Nico on the Elevate Mosaic. And a Mike Evans Elevate behind that. Hey, welcome in, Coco. All right, Phoenix going to have to step it up a little. Let's go, Phoenix. Empty box. All right. Good luck, everybody. We got Max Crosby, Douglas, Tua, Lambjack, Puka, Kyle Hamilton, Olakun, and Roma Dunze for the Bears. We got Zay Flowers, Tyreek, Sam Laporta, Will Levis, Bobby Wagner, Brock Purdy. That should be out of 200, and it is. 80 out of 200 going to the 49ers. And for the 49ers, Hufanga, that is 7 out of 75. 49ers rolling. And Jatavian Sanders, Carolina. Too hard to remember all these divisions. Maybe if I do these more often, I'll remember who goes to what division. Yeah, if you guys need reminders of who you got, feel free to ask. All right, we got Najee, ETN, Stafford, Mostert, Thompson, CJ Mosley. We got Anthony Gould on the Pandora for Indy, Isaac for Baltimore. I do love the Pandoras. McBride, Kyron Williams, Patrick Queen, T-Law, Jordan Love, Derek Carr. Here's our auto. Good luck, guys. Jordan Travis for the Jets. And Dallas Turner, you haunt my dreams. Dallas Turner. Gosh. Every time I see that Viking, I know Dallas Turner's lurking. Every time. There you go, JJ Division. Pandora Auto, though. We'll take it. Mike Evans, Russell Wilson, Mathau, A.J. Brown, Eckler, Greenlaw on the Pandora. We got Raheem Mostert for Miami. That's 52 out of 125. And Ricky Pearsall for the 49ers again. 49ers are tearing it up. That is the Michael Penix division. Yeah, I'm going to have a fun time sorting this one. Andrews, Rashad White, McLaurin, Garrett, Brissett, McCaffrey, Daniel Jones, and Jamari Thrash for Cleveland. Hendrickson, Franklin, Mahomes, Trey Tucker, Taylor, Lawrence. We got McClellan for the Falcons out of 200, 103 out of 200, and Will Shipley for Philly. We're in some dire need here for QB to show up. Take any of them. Pittman, Romeo Dobbs, Tyler Lockett, Kyle Duggar, Ingram, Chris Jenkins for the Bengals. Anthony Gould again for Indy. This is 21 out of 75. And Johnny Wilson for Philly. These QBs are hiding on us. Logan Wilson, Quincy Williams, Hufanga, Sweat, Ed Oliver. We got Latu on the Pandora Rookie Rising for Indy again. Gino out of 200, 109 out of 200. And a Brian Thomas Jr. for the Jags. Gino was not the QB we're looking for, though. All right, come on. Gotta give us some. Diggs, Zach Moss, Nico Walker, Okereke, Jalen Hurts. We got Baker on the Pandora. And Malik Neighbors showing up, making a cameo at the end. All right, that Resurgence better have some goods in it. It better be ready to deliver the goods. All right, empty box, 3 autos, 1 RPA. Good luck, everybody. Well, hopefully it can all change with 1 card, and this can do it. Emmitt Smith, Jim Kelly, Ogden, Jason Taylor, Archie Manning on the refractor. Devontae Walker, that is 239 out of 275 on the circuit breakers. Dallas Turner and a Will Shipley starting us off. Yeah, usually we see more Carolina stuff. Pretty quiet. You are correct. We got Bo, Mean Joe Green, Richard Sherman, John Riggins, Leah Fowl for the Cowboys on the refractor, Barry Sanders, Glimmer and Gleam, Ricky Pearsall, and a Quinyon Mitchell. Bledsoe, Sterling Sharp, Champ Bailey, Eddie George on the refractor. Ooh, we got a redemption. Good luck, guys. We got Drake May, Blake Corum, Jonathan Brooks on the Voltaic. It's for the Eagles. Quinyon Mitchell. We had Cooper DeJean redemption yesterday. Eagles are always getting something. And the Eagles. Where are you at, Philly? Who has that division? That's the JJ division. That's going to Mr. Wonderling. There you go, Mr. Wonderling. You're on the board. All right. Jason Witten, Hester, Andre Rison, Ricky Williams, Keyshawn Johnson. That is 49 out of 275 for the Jets. Jalen Wright on the Circuit Breakers, Trey Benson, and a Chris Jenkins. Oh, this is it. I opened the wrong pack. That's got to marinate. That's our RPA. That's going to marinate. We're not opening that yet. That's going to marinate. Woodson, Tony Dorsett, Cribbs, Richard Dent, Cole Bishop on the refractor for Buffalo, Tom Brady on the conductors, Lil Lad McConkey, and a Malachi Corley for the Jets. Yeah, I zoned out there. I didn't realize that pack was that thick, but it is. Terrell Suggs, Herman Moore, John Randall, Revis, Joe Montana on the refractor, Kurt Warner, 89 out of 99 on the conductors, Tyrese Knight, and a Ben Sinnott. Oops, Ben Sinnott trying to run for his life, but he isn't getting away. And that Kurt Warner was on the Rams. Usually he's showing up for Arizona, but not this time. Not this time. James Harrison, Kuechly, Walter Payton, Chris Carter, Leofold for the Cowboys, 31 out of 249. Randy Moss, Glimmer and Gleam for the Vikings. Graham Barton and an Anthony Gould for Indy. Hey, what's up, TikTok? Keyshawn, Terrell Owens, Howie Long, Marcus Allen, Warren Moon. How about that? Radial Marks. Wowza. That is for the Titans. That is not numbered. Xavier Legette on the Voltaic, Bullard, and an Estime. Warren Moon. And the Titans, that is the Jaden division. Well, that's our biggest now. We have the RPA incoming. RPA, it's marinating. It's marinating. It will be ready soon to be harvested. Now, trying to guess, Warren Moon, what's that going to put our RPA at? I think we should get a QB. Randy Moss, Kurt Warner, Chad Johnson, Ed McCaffrey, Rook on the refractor for Atlanta, Peyton Manning on the conductors for Denver. Ray Davis for the Bills. And a Darius Robinson for Arizona. Edgar and James, Marshall Falk, Lawrence Taylor, Bettis. We got Earl Campbell on the refractor. Little Lab McConkey on the circuit breakers. Eichenberg and a Tyke Smith. Definitely not going to see him because he is not on the checklist. That much I am sure of. It will not be him. Eddie George, Montana. Earl Campbell, Barry. We got John Randall. That is 174 out of 399. Drake May on the conductors. Fatano and Bub Means. I don't see old Bub too often. Hey, I'd be very happy to see old Jaden show up there. We're going to find out in just a second. Yes, we are. I would really like to see a QB. We got Drake May QB last night. What do we got today? Good luck, guys. I'll do a recap after this, and I'll help you guys out if it is bad. Phil Simms, Bolitnikoff, Steve Young. I can already see it. I already saw Xavier Worthy. Michael Pratt, I should have known. He'd jinx us. Jalen McMillan on the circuit breakers. And I saw a Green Bay Marshawn Lloyd, 56 out of 125, going to Green Bay, which is the Drake division. A far cry from Jaden Daniels. And I don't know. I got to do something here. That just felt altogether wrong. So give me a second here, guys. We're not done yet. Let me figure out what I can do here. We're not done yet. You know what? Let's do this. All right. I'm going to throw in another Mosaic Mega. So give me a second here. That's on me. I feel like, I'll know when I sort it, but that didn't feel like a wild, awesome break to me. So we're throwing this in too for you guys. Empty box. You know I like to help people out, so hopefully we get something good in this one. Singletary, Gus Edwards, Lee Evans, Swift, Pittman. We got Sweat on the bang and Dwight Freeney. Earl Campbell, James Cook, Jalix Hunt for Philly, Taylor Rapp. We got TJ Watt on the National Pride, and Debo on the Touchdown Masters. It would be crazy. I really want to hit something. Jalen Wright, NFL debut. We got Christian Watson, Xavier Legette, Rakestraw on the Mosaic for the Lions, DK, Fashanu for the Jets, and Abura Notoriety style. We got Daniil Hunter, National Pride. Cooper, Braylon Allen for the Jets. Mark Andrews on the silver for the Ravens. C.J. Stroud on the red. Eddie George and Mike Evans on the elevate. Yeah, some days you just get quiet boxes. Feels quiet. I don't know when I sort this, but it just feels quiet. Maybe because it was Warren Moon. You never want to see the best auto be a veteran. Sneed, we got Marvin Harrison Jr. on the debut. Hutch, Mason Smith for the Jags. Olave, Ladd McConkey, now that I like. We'll take that. Zay Flowers on the notoriety. And Kid Reporter. All right, we approve. We approve of Ladd. He's a good boy, Ladd. I know. Put him out there, too. Come on, last pack. Give us something here. I don't see nothing. Tony Pollard, Josie Jewell, Will Anderson. We got Hutch on the mosaic. Burrow, Charles Haley, and Austin Eckler. Dang, I tried, guys. I tried. All right, once I get this sorted, I will help you guys out even more. Let's see what we had in here. Yeah, once I can sort this by division, it's hard to know who got what right now. Thanks, Rick. I appreciate you guys. We had Ladd McConkey on the red. Marshawn Lloyd out of 125. John Randall out of 399. Drake May Conductors. Ladd McConkey Circuit Breakers. Xavier Legette Voltaic. Baker on the Pandora. Malik Neighbors. Latu Pandora Rookie Rising. Gino out of 200. Anthony Gould out of 75. McClellan out of 200. Yes. Mostert was out of 125. Greenlaw on the Pandora. Dallas Turner Pandora Auto. Anthony Gould Pandora. Brock Purdy out of 200. Hufanga was out of 75. Marvin Harrison Jr. on the debut. Drake May. Marvin Harrison Jr. debut again. We had the Warren Moon Radial Marks Auto going to the Jaden division. Leah Fowle was out of 249 for Cowboys. Kurt Warner out of 99 for the Rams. McConkey, Keyshawn Johnson out of 275. Jalen Wright, Circuit Breakers. Jonathan Brooks, Voltaic. Drake May again. And we had the Quinion Mitchell Redemption for Philly and Devontae Walker out of 275.